Hey guys, this is Michael Allen from the Costa Rica Travel Channel. Hey, we're talking to our friend John. He's an expatriate, and we're going to ask him some questions about coming down here. He actually owns well, he's affectionately known as Pizza John, and he owns a pizza place down here in El Castillo, but we're going to talk to him about coming over, doing some expat type of stuff. John, how'd you get here? What made you come to Costa Rica?
Well, it was really by choice of money, because I didn't have a lot. Costa Rica, I heard, was the cheap place to come if you wanted to do something. Found out a little differently, though.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, it was a good start.
So is it really? You didn't really? Costa Rica wasn't really on the map yet. Really, you just came up.
This is supposed to be an island. Yeah, but you know, they call this the island country. I found out. So you know, because everybody thinks it's an island.
They do. So you didn't really know what you were getting into?
No, not at all. You know, I'm a city boy. I come from Los Angeles, California, and coming to an exotic place this tiny, you know, everything's new. I had to relearn what I think.
Well, then this might beg the question, so what kind of obstacles did you run into? Were the things you expected or didn't expect, or was it what you thought, you know, that kind of thing?
It's what I thought as in beauty and location, but trying to do things the easy way, or trying to do things, period, was hard.
So like, for instance?
Trying to get paperwork done. It takes forever. You can't just go to an office and sign your name. You have to get a lawyer, then you have to pay a lot more money.
They do like to use a lawyer for just about everything, don't they?
Well, I bought a car, had to use a lawyer. I bought a boat with a motor. I had to buy the boat separately with a lawyer, and the motor separately. It's a little bit crazy.
So, advantages.
Advantages.
So what do you like being down? Do you like being down here?
Oh, yeah.
Are you glad you made the move?
Oh, yeah. That's number one. Advantages are it's a lifestyle change to when I was growing up. Families, no families. There's not all the electronic games. It's back to the day of you know your neighbors. I know all the people in this community where back home I didn't even know my neighbor for 20 years. So here, the sense of community, sense of family, just going back to the day of, you know, everybody's cool with each other.
Actually, what were you doing before? If you weren't here right now, what would you be doing?
I would be an inventory controller for Best Buy Electronics. Yeah. So.
Enough said on that one. Costa Rica.
Yeah. Let's weigh this one.
So what would you give anybody, like, advice to somebody that's, okay, I want to go to Costa Rica? You know, here's how the conversation starts. You're about 6 beers in when somebody goes, I want the simple life.
Yeah, I see.
And then the next day you just go to your job and you don't forget. So, but what advice would you give to somebody that's actually thinking about coming down here? What's the biggest thing maybe you learned?
Number one is have something to do. Not necessarily a plan, but, you know, on paper. But have something in your mind to do, because if you don't have anything to do, boredom sets in real quick. And I can say,
which brings alcoholism into it.
You know, seriously, people fall into the bottle, the whole bit. So you know, make sure that you have something to keep yourself occupied.
Now, had you been coming down here for vacation or anything?
Came down here one time before, hated it.
Where'd you go?
I went down to the beach areas, and there was so much construction. It was like being back home. A bunch of drunk gringos.
Well, wait a minute. No, that doesn't fall. So you didn't really care for it. But
somebody told me, they overheard my conversation, saying I didn't like it, and said, take time and travel around. Number one, if you want to move to a foreign country, not necessarily Costa Rica, see if you like it.
Exactly.
And if you can live there. And there could be another spot you do like. And so I found Arenal by mistake. I made a wrong turn looking for La Fortuna. I ended on this dirt.
Here, you know.
I ended up on a dirt road, and 3 days later I bought property. I just loved it. You know, there's a great energy to this area.
So what about the in the money type of thing? Was it okay? You come down here with a certain amount of money, whatever X is. Did you find it like cost effective? Is it more than you thought? Is it because a lot of people come down here? Okay, I got my bankroll. I'm going to do this. What would you tell them? You know what I mean? So they got like X amount of dollars. What advice would you give to that person that thinks, I don't know, they're going to come down here and live a certain type of life or start a business? Is it going to be more than what they thought? Is it going to be about? Are they thinking right? Or it depends
on what they want to do. If they want to start a business, they have to find a location that they can do a business. You can buy property real cheap in certain areas, but it's farmland. Right. And, you know, putting a pizzeria in the farmland probably wouldn't work. So, you know, but I didn't think it would work in the jungle, but here I am. So, but it's just having... Yeah, looking around, the money-wise, coming down with a bankroll, you can buy property cheaper in certain areas, and now the property is going up.
I found that most people haven't planned that great.
No, they don't.
They come down here. I can't tell you how many buildings I've run into where they've stopped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they like if they go back, they've lost their money, or not lost their money, but ran through the money quicker than they thought.
Let's see. Well, also the cost of living is going up. You know, with things happening in the States and something like that. And now I'm finding that out. How the rest of the world really affects my life. Or the United States, but really the rest of the world. You get things from China, you get things, and if they want to jack the price up, or if it's short there, the prices naturally go up here. You know, so it's coming to United States prices now. You know, especially for foodstuffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen that. Hey guys, I hope this kind of helps you. If you're thinking about coming down to Costa Rica, you might want to run this tape back again and watch it again. Anyway, we're in El Castillo, which is about, I don't know, half hour away from La Fortuna, known for its volcano. And if you're ever in the area, you need to stop by John's place and have some pizza, because
it's Jardin Escondido.
And ice cream. Right?
And ice cream, see.
So what's the new flavor?
The new flavor is chocolate coconut, like a Mounds bar.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Really? You thought I was kidding?
Why are we talking? Go get me some ice cream. All right, hey, I'm Michael Allen from the Costa Rica Travel Channel. See ya.